My name's Chris Jobe. I'm a science teacher at the King's School, which is in Tettenhall, which is near Wolverhampton. King's is an 11 to 18 Church of England school. It's an arts specialist and sports and science college status. It's about 900 kids. Quite lively sometimes, but it's good fun to work at.
Right, coach off please, sit down please.
I grew up in Wolverhampton and I went to school here. In fact, in a school about 2 miles from where I'm teaching now.
Can somebody tell me one problem with using fossil fuels?
Wolverhampton's got a bad reputation, I don't know why, from years ago, but it's actually quite a nice city.
So fossil fuels can cause pollution.
Kids sometimes think they know everything, and so it's always good to give them the chance to prove it.
Because I'm going to ask you to do some talking today as well, so you're going to be doing a bit of talking, a bit of presentation work. In your groups, work out who's going to do what. You're going to need to talk to each other, cooperate. This lot's doing really well here. Does it cause pollution?
If you do a presentation lesson, it gives them a chance to actually do that, and they're not just reading out a book and writing it down, they're telling everyone what they can do.
In windy places, you have these things called wind turbines.
Now, as a teacher, you don't always have to be there at the front doing all the hard work. You know, sometimes you want to let the kids do it. They can teach the lesson. You can feel the kids actually getting what you're on about. You can see the enjoyment on their face when they understand it. You get a real buzz out of it. When I'm not teaching science at King's School in Wolverhampton, I'm a BMXer. I've been riding a BMX for 22 years now. I got my first one in 1983 for my 11th birthday. I saw E.T., the BMX in E.T. I saw Andy Ruffle on Blue Peter. I just wanted to buy a little BMX and start riding it. It took a lot of persuading with my dad to get it, but I just started to have a BMX. Disaster. This is where you go up and you turn 180 degrees in the air and you land with your back wheel on the deck and your front wheel in the ramp. Kind of used to hit your chain ring, which is why it's called a disaster, because it makes a noise. With a nose peak, you go to the top of the ramp and you aim to stall your front wheel on the deck. And you balance a little bit and then just hop it back in. A decade, in 1986, this was the hardest trick in the world. And I was pretty chuffed when I learnt it. It'll impress anybody, even your granny. Tyre tap is where you go up and you do a kind of quarter turn in the air and you land on your back wheel with your brake on and you stall a little bit and then you just hop it back into the ramp. With a blunt, this is where you go up and you stall on your back wheel and hopefully you'll make the roll back and ride away. I wanted the bright idea to ride off Mum and Dad's picnic table on my bike. So I got myself up there and I think I forgot to pull up and I landed with my face on the handlebars and just took the tops of all my teeth off. It hurt quite a bit. I keep doing it because it kind of makes me feel a bit young and it's a bit of fun in my life and it's something that makes me feel happy. It's a total release, completely different to what you do in the week. Never giving up, never will. The good thing about BMX is you don't have to limit yourself to just go to a skate park. There's so many aspects of it. I mean, one thing I like doing, I just go to the car park I used to ride where I was young and just go and learn a few tricks, try and relearn some old ones, just have fun that way. I've met a few of the school kids at skate parks from time to time. The first time it happened, I was training and it freaked me out so much. It was like two worlds meeting. If it happens now, they're kind of used to it. You know, there's a lot of people my age ride, there's a lot of people their age ride, so it's not so much a big deal now. I've taken more of an involvement in BMX than just riding. I started writing for magazines in about 1993. I wrote for Dig first. I still write for those today. And recently I've been writing for Ride magazine as well. And I've also taken over a flatland page, so I've got a monthly page which is all the flatland news, which is the bikes on the ground just doing the tricks. One way that teaching and BMX have kind of overlapped is I was asked to write this BMX book aimed at 11, 12-year-olds, and obviously being a secondary school teacher, I know how kids kind of think, and I know the kind of wording to use, for example, from doing worksheets and things like that. And the history of BMX for me, I don't even need to look it up, I know it all, it's all in there from 23 years of being a magazine nerd, so I just stuck it on paper and it was published a couple of months later. It's hard to explain why I ride a BMX to the average person. If they see me on a small bike, they think, why'd you do that? It's probably easy to say why I haven't given it up. It's because I've been doing it for so long. It's shaped the way I feel, the way I behave, the friends I have. So many of them are down to BMX. As long as I'm enjoying teaching, I'll keep doing that. But with BMX, I'm going to keep doing it, keep involved, keep doing the contests. We've got the Olympics coming on board, 2008, 2012. So hopefully we can get involved in the side of that, make it respectable, make it what it is, a real sport.